everyone, Looney Farm Guy here with the new mod test for Monday, October 17th. And this is one of 4 of the Case IH AFS Connect Steiger series by KarlFarms and Custom Modding. 72.24 megabytes to download, so it is a hefty chunk of megabytes. But there's a lot going on here, and this is, as I said, just one of 4 large tractors that come with this. So let's have a look at it first in the store. You'll find it under large tractors, and off to the end here we start with, we'll go through them here and then we'll go inside. So we have the Rotrack track series at 34 slots. We have the Steiger series narrow frame at 33 slots. The Steiger series quad track at 37, and the Connect Steiger series AFS wide frame at 37 slots. Now, excuse me, as you can see, we have some price differences here. And power, 558 horsepower, 524. So that's actually our that's the lowest horsepower rating of all 4. 692 and 692. So we have a 558, 524. This is maximum horsepower, by the way. Power shift. Now that transmission's gonna, they're not all power shift. There is some power shift in there, but there's CVT as well. Maybe that's why. 24 miles per hour. The fuel, more fuel for the smaller ones. That's odd. Right, and starting horsepower is going to be different. So let's go with the Rotrack and kind of go through in detail the options. And the other ones are mostly the same. However, there are some differences, so we'll talk about those. For the tracks, wheel brand Continental and Lizard. In Continental, we have 16, 18, 21, 24, and 30 inch width. In Lizard, 16, 18, 21, 24, and 30 inch width for the tracks. I do believe they're all 3D. I don't think we see any 2D tracks anymore. Or are those 2D? It's kind of hard to tell. The Lizard, the Continental are definitely 3D tracks for sure. All right, so down to track spacing, we got 80 inch, 88 inch, 120, and 80. So we three different track spacings, and so this would it says the 45 total track belt options. So that's a combination of the width and width of the spacing, track spacing, and the track width, right? So if you consider all those and every combination thereof, 45 total different combinations. We have design, US, EU, EU without placards, US with rock box, EU with box, oversize with box, and back to US. No charges for that. It's just basically up to personal preference. Front options. Front weight carrier, just the carrier, like so. We have 600, 1200, 1800, 1800 pounds maximum. Windows, we have some tint choices. Beacon lights, we have both as in standard, so it comes with beacon lights, left or right, and then we have LED both left or right, or none if you prefer. 125 for the LEDs. Lights, we have default. We have front cab lights, which I would recommend. LED on the sides and back, and then LED all around. LED all around, 2500. I would definitely go for that. In-cab monitors, we got precision planting, Kinsey. There's a whole bunch. We'll go. You know what? We'll just, yeah. Oh, we'll get them all. because there's something I do want to still check because I couldn't find one thing. Default floor mats, cardboard, carpet, or default. I've never seen cardboard as an option. That's kind of cool. Exhaust, we have the standard default or rain cap. So we have the standard just pin hitch, ball hitch. We have with a weight bracket, 2,200 pounds, 31, or a quick hitch, or back to just the standard hitch. So you can have weights or the 3-point link. Numbers up to 9. You can choose. And engines, here we go, the 420 power shift. So that's a manual style transmission. Then we got the 468, which is a variable rate transmission. And then 5, so you got 468 and either standard or automatic. Then the 524 and standard automatic. 558 and standard or automatic. There you go. So you have a choice of transmission, whether it be the standard or automatic. It is a Seria Pro Compact ready for precision farming, as you can see. And colors, we have the red, the black, or the silver, which looks kind of spiffy. And design color is the seat inside, which is red, black, or gray. And that's all your options, all decked out, $634,000. So a little bit pricey, but it is a big old case tractor. Now let's just buy that. And let's just quickly go through the tires, because the tires, it's Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredestein, Lizard, and Trelleborg. So in Trelleborg, we have a wide spacing, interestingly enough. And then duals with weights, singles. So that's not lots in there, but pretty much everything you'd want. Michelin, you have a few choices like so. Continental, pretty standard choices there. Midas, just the twins for Midas, wheels or weights. Twins, wides, and weights, right? Very nice. BKT, again too, just wides, or actually twins or with weights. Duals or duals with weights. There you go. Vredestein, same thing, just the duals or with duals with weights. Now Lizard, this is interesting. You have the LSWs or with weights, then a smaller LSW with weights, and even smaller LSW with weights, then a spacing, and then LSW 1100 duals. Then we have twin narrows with weights, wider spaced with weights, triples, and then duals with a different spacing and weights, and no different spacing, weights, triples again with the bigger wheels. And then, so yes, lots of choice in the Lizards for sure. And back to Trelleborg with that. So quite a number of choices. The front options goes up to 1,800 pounds. The lights, everything else is going to be, the rear attacher is either with quick hitch or 3,100 pounds. Numbers, engine goes up to 524. So we have the 425, same as the row track. Yes, up to 524 horsepower though. The Seria Pro, colors again the same. Right, okay, so moving on to the bigger quad track. We have the up to 36-inch in Lizard, and in Continental, same up to 36. We have EU, or we have the same options there. Front options, we got it up to 2,200 pounds on the front. Windows, beacon lights, cab monitor, floor covering, exhaust attachers. With the rear hitch attacher, you can have up to 4,500 pounds or quick hitch. Starts with a 200 or 524 horsepower in power shift. Again, you can have that in an automatic variable rate transmission. 558, 613, 647, or 690. Oh, the 690. Sorry, 613 you can have either or. But when you hit the 647, it's power shift only. Same with the 692, power shift only. Right, Seria Pro, colors, etc., etc. Now, quickly on to the, this one, I do believe all the same tire options as far as I could tell. Continental, Midas, BKT, a couple of, maybe a wide option other than that that the other one didn't have. Lizard LSWs with weights smaller, with weights spacing, duals, triples. This a narrower triple, or not narrower, yeah, just a different style, and a little wider, and then back to the LSWs. Again, that's the same. Floor covering, exhaust, attachers, rear hitch. Again, up to 4,500 pounds on the rear or a quick hitch. And the engines, 558 either or, 613 and 647, just a power shift. Same with the 692 is just a power shift. Right? Okay. And a Seria Pro Compact ready. Right. Okay. So that, whew, as I said, a ton of options there. So thus the high slot count. All right. So let's hop in. Actually, the one we just bought, because I put all the monitors I could in this one. Let's start it up. And here we go. A whole bunch of monitors here. Field viewer, and so forth and so on. The reason I went in here particularly is to, well, look at the interior, as some of you play in cabs. So here's the interior look, and these are all the monitors. Now, if we take a look at our L1 options, L1 and right stick, right and left, there, see, notice the monitor changes? That's your L1 and right stick. Can change that monitor. Left is that field view there, and it's just static like that. If we go over to that one, actually, if you look closely, the numbers are moving. So we have your vehicle speed and all sorts of stuff there. Now, the one I couldn't figure out was the L1 and right stick up and down. Now, I can't, it is just not, I do not know what that does. Have not found it, cannot figure that one out. Got all the others. We have R1 and right stick up and down, that's your tilt. L1 and R1, your left stick left and right, moves your seat. L1 right stick up and down, opens and closes your hood. Whoop, let's go around here. L1 and R1 and right stick up, hoods up, and L1 and R1 left and right opens your door. But I do not know what L1 and right stick up and down does. Yeah, been playing with it for a little while. So if any of you knows what that does or what it's supposed to do, maybe I missed it on one of the options it controls, I'm not sure. But anyways, lights, beacons, signals, right and left. And I have been testing them out in the field with the most power-hungry Disker at 615 horsepower. and they've all performed fabulously. Now this one I wanted to show because it's not something that's really mentioned anymore, because it just seems to be a standard thing now, it would seem, is the flexibility of these tractors now with the articulated tractors. It was a big thing in Farm Sim 19 when it came out. It's because most of them would be just stiff and you would lift all the wheels off if that one. But now we have a twistability in here, and you have quite good flexibility with going over obstacles and things and so forth and so on, and very nice. Although it does, if you're pulling something like say something like this, and it tends to bind up a little bit, so but it's not a big deal really. This is, which one is this? This is the row track, right? So the lowest horse, or the lower of the horsepowers. But as you can see, 11 miles per hour. So very strong. It pulls it quite nicely. They perform very well. The workers have been doing, let's just jump into a aerial view, because the workers have been cultivating this entire area up here, as well as if we go over here, this guy's still going at it and has done a fantastic job, same as the other one. I've all had them cultivating, and as you can see, they haven't missed anything, they haven't stopped, they haven't wandered off. And showing you the turnaround here. Most of these perform very excellently when you're manually using them as an operator, but I always like testing for workers, because if you're like me, you let the workers do the mundane chores of, see how the back wheel is lifting a little bit sometimes. But that's kind of a inherent thing with articulated tractors. But these perform quite well. I wouldn't be afraid to have these pulling any kind of thing that's out there right now, and probably do quite well in some hills. I don't have any hills here, but yeah, put some weights on it and let them go. And yeah, this was the black one, the quad track. They've all performed quite well indeed. And there you have it. That's the Case IH AFS Connect Steiger series by KarlFarms and Custom Modding. 72.24 megabytes to download. 33 and 33, 34, 37 slots on consoles, so just be aware of that. If you're on PS4 or Xbox One, I do believe is the older Xbox console for the slots. However, if you buy one, the subsequent ones to purchase, let's see here, how much is it for this, buying the second one? 2 slots each for the second one, not that one, those 4. 2 slots each. So you buy one for the 33 or 34 slots, and you can buy another one. It's only going to cost you another 2 slots. So you can manage the slot count if you're a little bit careful. That's all. I'm Looney Farm Guy. Thank you for watching. And just remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.